What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about what blood tests can reveal about your health and how you can use that information to get the body of your dreams. All right, as we dive into this topic of blood testing and what you can get informationally, I'm gonna do a couple things. One is I wanna tell you what blood testing can actually test for, what it's looking for, and some important things to focus on. And two, what you can actually do with that information. All right, let's first off talk about some important things that blood testing can tell you about your body. There's a plethora of information that blood testing can tell you about your body, from the types of food you need, to how you should train your body, to what diseases you might be predisposed to nutrients you're deficient in. But there's two main ones I'm gonna focus on that I think will actually give you practical implementation ability. So instead of just saying, cool, that's great information, you can actually take that data and apply it to something. And these two are: one, hormones, and two, nutrient deficiencies. These are two big things that we test for all of our clients that can bring big changes in your health and in your body if you can fix some of these things. Let's talk about hormones first. If you get blood testing done to look at your hormone levels, it can give you a ton of information. If your hormones are out of whack, it sabotages everything else in your body. For example, if your cortisol is too high, that is the stress hormone, it actually sabotages your metabolism and makes it almost impossible to lose weight. So you might be somebody that's been really consistent eating good. You've been really consistent working out, and you're like, I can't get the results that I feel like I should be getting. It might be a hormonal issue. You might have elevated cortisol levels. That's something that happened to me. You might have messed up thyroid that's not functioning properly. You might have testosterone or estrogen issues. All of these data points of your hormones have major effect on whether your body loses or gains weight, on how your body actually processes foods, how it performs, and how it increases and produces energy. It affects everything. And so blood testing is such a huge tool because your hormones are so vital to your health or performance. The second thing is nutrient deficiencies. If your body is deficient in some kind of nutrient, it's not gonna function the way you want it to. You're not gonna be able to lose the weight that you want. You're not gonna be able to gain the muscle that you want. You're not gonna have the energy you want. Your body is not going to stay around as long as you want. Your body only functions as well as the nutrients it's able to produce for itself and what you're able to put inside of it. And so if you are nutrient deficient, it's gonna cause a lot of issues. And so another thing that's really important that getting blood work done or getting your blood tested can show you is what nutrients you are actually deficient in, what things that your body is lacking that might be sabotaging either your results or your overall health. Some things that I found as I got the testing done for me, as I got my blood drawn, as I looked at hormones, I looked at nutrient deficiencies, the two big things I found is, one, hormonally, I found that my cortisol levels were, here's normal, way over here, like way through the roof. And you might be listening to this like me, and you're a busy entrepreneur, you're an executive, you're someone that has a lot of responsibility in their life. Maybe it's your family, maybe it's the business you run, maybe you're like me and you travel all the time too. All of those things can stack stress or stack cortisol pressure on yourself. And what happens is that pressure keeps rising. Whether you know it or not, your body starts to function less and less optimally. Again, I mentioned cortisol directly affects your metabolism. So as my cortisol rose, my weight gained as well because my metabolism was slowing down and it wasn't burning as many calories. I wasn't changing anything else. My stress was increasing, and so my body was responding worse and worse. And so for you, you might find something similar. The other thing that I found as I got my testing done was nutrient deficient wise is I had multiple nutrients that I was deficient in, all of which directly correlated to energy levels. I was wondering why I was starting to get less energy on a daily basis. I was wondering why I was getting tired earlier. I wasn't changing. I was still working out the same. I was still eating consistently, but for some reason I kept feeling more and more tired. As this testing came back, I found three big things that were deficient that have direct correlations to energy levels. One was vitamin B, second was vitamin D, and the third was iron. All three of those things, because of deficiencies, didn't allow my body to produce the level of energy that it should, and I kept getting more and more tired. The cool part about this, though, is they were simple fixes. It's really easy to fix those levels. Whether it's an easy vitamin or supplement you take, or a practical habit, like getting more sunlight increases your vitamin D intake in your body. And so those small tweaks, because of the data that I was able to get from the blood work, made massive differences in my body. Okay, so now you understand the importance of getting blood work done and some things you can really gain informationally from this. I actually want to give you some practical things to do with that information as well. The so important, and the really coolest part about getting blood testing done is not just the information it gives you of here's your deficiencies or here's the problems you might have, is it actually gives you a practical framework to follow to fix those problems, to start to optimize your health and performance with that data. So what I would recommend for you doing is, once you get that testing done, is to hire a professional, hire some sort of coach or a nutritionist or a doctor that can take that data and walk through a customized game plan for you to accelerate your results. This is the biggest, secret hack that I give our clients and the people that I serve and help, is once you get testing done, get a customized protocol for that, because what it really does is, like if you're trying to put a Lego set together, the testing gives you the instruction manual to put the Lego sets together at a faster rate and make it way easier. Just like in your body, if you have results that you're wanting to accomplish, the data, the testing will allow you to get those way faster results in less time, because you don't have to guess, you can just figure it out. And so what I would recommend is, once you get this testing done, which I'm gonna include a resource below in the description that will actually show you how to get that testing done. Once you get it done, is to get a professional to walk you through, here's what you should be eating. Here's what your workout should be looking like. Here's what your supplementation should look like. Here's what your sleep should look like. That is the fastest way to get results. But let's say you're like, hey, I don't want to hire anybody yet. I'm not really sure about that. I just want to get started with the testing. Again, in the description below, I've got a free ebook that walks you through how to get that testing done. And a couple things I would focus on if I were you is, again, your hormones. I would look and see, most tests you can do, even if you don't have a doctor, it'll give you like a range finder and see if you're within the range. And if you're out of the range, you want to take action to try to get it back in the range. Again, you might need help with that. You can do some research on how to make that happen. You can hire somebody, but the easiest changes are going to be the nutrient deficiencies. If you find that you're low in vitamin B, order a vitamin B supplement. Start taking that and you're gonna see major changes. If you're low on vitamin D, start getting more sunlight or take a vitamin D supplement. If you're like me and you were low on iron too, start to take an iron supplement, or you can do what I did and you can start eating more red meat. All of those are really simple changes that I can say as examples to, if you get that data back and you're not gonna have a doctor or some professional walk you through that, there are at least some easy action steps that you can take to start getting results. But overall, if you're really wanting results and you're wanting to accelerate weight loss, if you want to accelerate results with the blood tests, once you get that data done, hire somebody to walk you through it. It's not enough to just have the information, you need some implementation. So if you want help with that, I've included, again, in the description below, a free resource that walks you through not only how to get testing done, but also will give you information on what you need to do workout-wise for your body, what you need to do nutrition-wise for your body, and I've actually included full programs in there for you. So you're getting free coaching, you're welcome, you can thank me later. But thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, if this was valuable, like and subscribe so that you can watch more trainings like this. I do weekly trainings like this to be able to pour into you, hopefully add value to you so that you can become the best version of you and you can optimize your health and performance. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.